Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see Viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Be very careful around her. I'm going to try to get her to strike back in this direction. So, sorry you missed. There you go. Because I want to get her water dish and get her as far away from the water dish as I can. She's hanging onto the mouthful until we leave her alone, or until she's satisfied that we're not going to bother her.
Oh, there she goes. She's just going to finally start eating.
People have asked me time and time again, oh, when are you going to breed pink? Well, the answer is, one, I don't have a male. Two, I don't want to breed West African gaboons. The reason being, number three, is they pack 50 to 60 babies in there. And a girl her size might produce a very large litter, and I would have trouble finding homes for all those little pointy, sharp-fanged, lethal sausages. So, therefore, I do not breed them. It's not difficult to breed them. It's just that I don't want to, for those pre-discussed reasons.
Yeah, it's the same issue with the Bitis eritans, the puff adders. They have the big...
They have the record.
Yeah.
168 babies out of one female.
One female. That's just wow.
and that would be just my luck to have a female something drop that many babies. So far at the lair, an Echis soshirukii, an East African saw-scale viper, has the record in the lair, 39 live babies. And if you can imagine, you've seen me feed little babies like these baby Egyptian saw scales. Imagine having been 39 of those little puppies in a bin, trying to feed them all with a cannula. It takes hours and hours, not to mention each one carries a risk of a serious bite. All right, Miss Pink. As usual, I know if you're going to open your mouth and extend your fangs to reset them, you're going to do it so we can't see it. So I'm not going to bother standing here. So there you go, folks. There's your pink feeding video for the this particular time. She's got fresh water. She's got something in her tummy to fuel that large dumpster she has at the other end. Okay. Give our friend here, Thud, something to eat, so we can move him out of the way of his water dish so I can perhaps exchange it without any major issue. He's in blue form right now. He's going to shed. So we're going to shut this a little ways. These are small mice. I don't have large mice available. I will go get a fresh water dish. He really needs large mice, but we don't have them in stock right now. I just spent over $160 on 6 24-quart bags of substrate so I can clean some cages. That is not the only water pooper in the room today. It seems that Mr. Boomslang has decided to fill his water bowl also. Yes, Lori, it's probably time to move back a little bit because
he is known to come out to visit.
Yes. Mr. Brown is up at the glass.
Wacky as usual.
Acting as an ass as usual. Really, that wasn't necessary because you're going to get it anyway. Okay, so let's shut this for now and move on to whack job there.
God, it's hard to even film him because he's just so nutso.
I don't know if we caught it on video. Last week he bit himself about 4 times by the time he was managed to get the mouse, and I wasn't making it difficult.
No, it was right in front of him, but he was more interested in his body movements and just kept biting.
Yes, he bites anything that moves and decides whether he can eat it later. Thud is in shed, so Thud, even though he thinks I'm here to feed him, is going to get a spa day, or at least an hour or so in the... Oh, we're hooting.
Oh.
We're unhappy. There you go. Go in the spa, soak for a while. He's a water cobra. He should be able to hold his breath, but you know, my snakes have trouble snaking, so I think he's probably okay. If I catch him in shed now, I throw him in here because we're in the winter months and his cages, all the cages are dry even though we run the misters on a regular basis. Just nothing I can do about it. So just catch them when they're in blue and give them a soak and pour a bunch of water in their cage to help wet it down, especially if they're in shed, and move on. Here we're going to visit with Big Blue, as I call her. She's the mom of the babies that were born this year. She's in hunting position because she's hungry. She just shed, so she hasn't eaten in 2 weeks. So we're going to give her this last mouse that I have prepared. Boom! Solid hit. Oh, you're a happy camper now, huh? Look how thin she is from her pregnancy and not eating for 6 months. So, yeah, I'm sort of power feeding her to bring her weight back up, and I'm hoping she doesn't have any more stored sperm, for Christ's sake, because I don't want her to give birth again. I bred her. She bred 2 years in a row. Usually I give my animals time off, and right now there's so many blue insularis on the market. It's not worth breeding them, although I have quite a bloodline. I do have others that I could breed, but and I've got, you know, those babies that I'm growing up, but it's just not worth it right now. It's just can't, well, I'm sure I could give them away, but I'm not doing that.
No.